Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to do some more virtual reality news for PCVR, PlayStation VR2 and MetaQuest platforms. Let's go! And we've got release date for highly anticipated Gorn 2. So let me read you the press release. Let me just tell you, PC and Quest gonna come first, while PSVR2 will launch this summer. The skull-crushing sequel to VR smash hit Gorn will swing for the fences on April 17th. Virtual reality's most historically accurate gladiator sim since the original Gorn is set to lay waste to the competition on MetaQuest and SteamVR, with PlayStation VR2 launch planned for this summer. In Gorn 2, you will ascend to a heavenly realm where the souls of all the gladiators you slaughtered in the first game now dwell, and kill them again. Nice. Expect new weapons, new arenas, new traps, new enemies, new bosses as you rise hell in the heavens, and prove your battle prowess before an army of terrifying foes. Key features: engage in a fierce gladiatorial battles powered by an outrageous, fully physics-driven combat engine, savagely striking down foes with a bountiful collection of 35 devastating, uniquely violent weapons, including many monstrous new additions to your gladiator arsenal. Journey through a series of heavenly realms populated by the fallen heroes of the original game. Here you battle the Five Sons champions, powerful bosses, primed to unleash fresh challenges upon even the most seasoned, blood-flecked arena veteran. Gorn 2 is everything Gorn was, but more. More weapons, more enemies, more arenas, more traps, more power-ups, and more hilariously over-the-top combat. If you love the first game, which I'm assuming we all did here on this channel, but still feel a raging yearning for more, Gorn 2 will state your bloodthirst. Conquer all 5 heavenly arenas, then stand your ground in the relentless non-stop onslaught of endless mode, or try creating your own battlefields of destruction in custom modes. Get creative and crush your opponents any way you choose, no matter how outlandish. All the studio had to do is to get warm Gorn and make it bigger and better, and that's exactly what they did. They not overcomplicating things, but they add in some cool additions. The game looks so much different. I mean, it looks similar, but there's so much new shit added. You can see it in this trailer. So all in all, I'm super excited. April 17th, MetaQuest owners, SteamVR players, get ready, because you are just about to start slaughtering again and laugh about it. Very nice. And now let's talk a bit about Silent North. This game is today unleashed upon you on the Meta Horizon Store and on SteamVR as an alpha early access release. So it's not only early access, it's alpha as well. But that's how Ghost of Tabor did, and the game was great. And of course, this game is brought to you by the same studio that brought you Ghost of Tabor, Combat Waffle Studios. You are in the Alps trying to survive in. The meaning and the message is simple. Silent North is about open-ended survival. It is a slow-burning sandbox where anything can happen. Friendships, betrayals, or adventures emerging organically from a vast, persistent world, said Scott Albright, CEO and founder of Combat Waffle Studios. It's a completely different experience from Ghost of Tabor, where survival is focused on high-stakes raids and an emphasis on tactical combat, gear collection and extraction. The survival genre is so nuanced, but there's one thing that tends to permeate every subgenre: a total lack of immersive VR ways to experience them. We're working on changing that. Nice. Silent North is player versus enemy experience, available exclusively in virtual reality that challenges players to survive in a world populated by environmental hazards, hostile infected, and fellow players whose trust is tied directly to your value. Whenever choosing to go solo or form alliances, survival hinges on scavenging essential supplies, from abandoned villages and confronting relentless threats. There you have it. If you got Quest, if you got PC, any of those, both maybe, probably, then yeah, go and check it out. And we've got release date for Beatable for Quest. If you're not familiar with this game, this is coming from XR Games, and this game is putting a spin on VR rhythmic games by making them more, let's say, physical, maybe more immersive. I said in my original report about this game that I was feeling like the rhythmic game kind of genre got exhausted by now, but then XR Games bring us some thinking from outside the box. So what you're doing, you're using your Quest 3 and you can play in mixed reality mode or fully VR, and you tapping on the table, clapping your hands, clicking your fingers, all that stuff, and that makes you basically play the game in a way that is different than all the others virtual reality rhythmic games. So even though XR Games gone through a lot of changes lately and had to lay off like about half or even more than half of their staff, some of their games didn't deliver as well, but hopefully with Beatable their fortunes will change, and also it will cost only €8.99, which I'm assuming is gonna be same in dollars, so in pounds here in UK it will be about $7.99, something like that. So yeah, pretty cool. You can pre-order and you can have even a little discount. The game is coming to Quest 2, Quest 3 and 3S of course, and Quest Pro. Anyone even uses Quest Pro anymore? Anyone even own it? What is the Quest Pro? What's happened to this headset? Anyway, moving on to the next story. Let's speak a bit about Undead Citadel for PlayStation VR2. The developers did Ask Me Anything session on the Reddit, and they gave us some info about the game. So they saying they're using the dynamic foveated rendering, headset haptics, and also they saying all the versions of the game are the same, but of course the effects like post-processing, resolution, texture quality, lighting, etc. are a bit different, and to make it simple, PSVR2 version is practically exactly the same as PCVR version. It runs at 60 frames per second, reprojected to 120. They said the game will follow exactly same roadmap as PC version, so you can expect multiplayer and all that stuff. Also, it is feature complete, so it's gonna be exactly same version as on other platforms, and the roadmap for all the platforms they want keep the same. Also, when it comes to the release date, they said they cannot announce it yet, but they did said that they currently going through Sony's certification process. So hopefully that means once Sony gives them feedback, which is hopefully good enough, that means the game might come out soon. Fingers crossed. And let's touch on the price a bit. They said the pricing is not finalized yet, but they thinking about $19.99. Also they saying there probably won't be a demo or a trial version for this game, and the main campaign offers 8 to 10 hours of gameplay depending on your playstyle. They said the game took so long to make and to come to PlayStation VR2 because they did change a lot when it comes to combat. They saying even though the first footage and looking at it now looks similar, the combat system was quite different in past, kind of hybrid system. Bit of physics, bit of, I'm assuming, predetermined animations, I don't know, but eventually they went full physics based, which is good because now it of course allows you for interacting weapon to weapon, grabbing them how you want and just fighting how you want, and it's probably gonna lead to some good combat scenarios. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, then please press a like because it does helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it. Bye.